Hey everybody, Narek is here, and today we're going to speak about a very important concept on pre-launch, which is called price validation. Are you sure you know the ideal price you want to target to your customers? The best way to find it out is to trust the data. Where? On prelaunch.com, of course. So we're constantly coming up with new features to help you find the best price to target to your customers, to make sure that you're not underpricing your product. It's not always about decreasing the price. We had many cases where we found out that the creator has to increase the price to improve its effectiveness, performance, and of course margins. We had a case where we have been begging a customer to increase their price and showing the data, and we managed to convince her, and she increased the price by 30 to 40% and benefited from great margins, and the product did more than $1 million of sales upon the launch. So finding the right price is important, and finding the upper boundaries are important to understand how high you can go or how low you can go to find out the best and most effective price for your product. So on the second page of your pre-launch campaign, you have this price and reservation model, which is the key of the pre-launch validation, where we're asking to put down some reservation deposit to your potential customers to make sure that you validate the price in here. So in here, you can change the price, and later on in your dashboard, I'll show you how it impacts to the overall performance of the product and what metrics you should be caring about to understand whether you're doing good or bad. So in here you're putting down your price. In this case, this is the retail price, and then you have the discounted price, which is this price for this specific product. And then based on the metrics, we will understand if this price is good or bad. All right, so it will show in your dashboard. This is not the dashboard of this specific product, but overall you will see in your price validation place a metric from 0 to 100, and generally it will show you if it's going bad, if it's going good, average, or it's going good. Yeah, so we're taking into account specific benchmarks which are customly developed for every single category, and based on that we compare it with our benchmarks and come up with a number with a complex formula to show you how well you're doing. So you don't go and try to analyze a lot of metrics and just simply see if it says it's good, then it means it's good. Another thing I wanted to show you guys is these iterations where you're changing the price and seeing how it impacts to the overall performance of your campaigns. So in this case, you see the price was increased from $65 to $95. So the campaigner tested out $65 version, then $75 version, and then the $95 version to find out which is the best price point for this specific campaign, right? And then based on every metric that they can monitor, they understand what is the best price basically. So in here, one of the metrics that we will take into account is this cost per reservation. This is basically how much each of your customer potentially cost to you. So you see, if you're increasing the price from $65 to $75, you're increasing it by 15%, the overall cost per reservation increases by 60%. Okay, so it goes from $30 to about $50. And if you increase it from 65 to 95, which means you're almost increasing it to about 50%, you see that your cost per reservation will go from $30 to $75, which is about 150%, so about 3 times as high. So in this case, you need to take into account the margin, the economics, and try to come up with solutions on what is your best price to go to the market. And there are some other metrics which you should take into account as well, and see how each of your price impacts to the overall product performance. So do your price validations, make data-driven decisions, and move confidently and innovate. That's why we exist. See you next time.